The Galactic Council chamber was silent, but it was not calm. 1,000 stars shine on the walls, each one showing a world that trusted the Council to protect peace. Tall alien figures sat in a wide circle. Some had glowing eyes. Some had metal skin. Some did not breathe air at all. In the center of the chamber, a single blue planet floated as a hologram. Earth. The Speaker of the Council stood up slowly. His voice was smooth, trained, and dangerous. Members of the Council, he said, we face a growing threat. The hologram of Earth rotated gently. The human race is unstable, the Speaker continued. They fight among themselves. They build weapons faster than wisdom. If we do nothing, they will one day bring chaos to the galaxy. Some members nodded. Others stayed quiet. One delegate, old and thin, spoke carefully. Have the humans attacked any spacefaring world? The Speaker did not hesitate. No, but their history proves they will. That was the first lie. No proof was shown. No human voice was invited. No message was sent to Earth. The Speaker raised one long finger. We must act before it is too late. A red symbol appeared above Earth. Containment strike approved. Across the galaxy, hidden weapons woke from long sleep. On Earth, it was a normal day. The sun rose over cities filled with noise, light, and movement. People went to work. Children went to school. Planes crossed the sky. No one looked up in fear. They never saw it coming. Without warning, the sky over several major cities turned white. Not fire, not smoke. Light. Energy beams fell from orbit with perfect aim. Streets vanished. Buildings folded like paper. Power grids died in seconds. In space, alien commanders watched their screens. Targets hit. One officer reported. No resistance detected. From their view, Earth was weak, slow, unprepared. That was the second lie. Deep under the planet's surface, alarm screamed. Red lights filled massive underground chambers. Steel doors closed. Ancient systems powered on for the first time in decades. Human leaders did not panic. They had always known this day could come. In a hidden command center, far below the ruined cities, a calm female voice filled the room. Global Defense Protocol active. The voice said, all priority populations secured. This voice belonged to Atlas, Earth's last defense AI. Screens showed damage reports. Losses were heavy. Millions were gone. But humanity was not finished. In the Galactic Council chamber, the Speaker watched the live feed with cold eyes. Earth has been neutralized, he announced. The threat is ended. Some delegates felt relief. Others felt doubt. One young delegate whispered. They did not even try to answer. The Speaker turned sharply. They had no time. That was the third lie. Far from the Council's eyes, something moved in the dark. Hidden human fleets, built in silence, drifted between dead stars. Their ships were not beautiful. They were strong, simple, built to survive, not to impress. No lights, no signals, no sound. On Earth, survivors gathered in underground cities. They watched recordings of the attack. They saw the lies being spoken across the galaxy. Human leaders stood before their people, faces hard but controlled. A man with gray hair spoke quietly. They attacked without warning, without reason. No one shouted. No one cried. They listened. We will not rush, the man continued. We will not scream into space. He paused. We will remember. Atlas processed millions of data points. Enemy weapons, energy patterns, weak points, probability of human survival, 92%. Probability of galactic shock, guaranteed. Back in the council chamber, the Speaker raised his hands. Peace is saved, he declared. The chamber echoed with polite approval. But far beyond their maps, beyond their scanners, Earth was still alive. And humanity was very, very quiet. Because humans did not answer lies with words. They answered with time. And the galaxy had just made its greatest mistake. The galaxy celebrated. On distant worlds, alien civilizations raised lights and signals in honor of victory. Their leaders sent messages of relief. The council declared Earth destroyed. Peace, they said, had been restored. But on Earth, silence ruled. Beneath the charred remains of cities, humans moved like shadows. Underground tunnels and bunkers, unknown to the galaxy, were alive with activity. Families huddled together. Doctors tended the wounded. Engineers repaired ancient machines. Humanity had survived because it had always prepared for this day. In a command chamber carved deep into the Earth's crust, Atlas, the AI, coordinated the planet's recovery. Its voice was calm, mechanical, and precise. Damage contained. Primary population safe. Secondary units at 70% efficiency. Energy redistribution initiated, it said. Human leaders, tired but unbroken, reviewed reports from across the planet. Millions were lost, yes, but the core survived. And survival meant opportunity. A young general, her uniform worn from days of continuous command, looked at the screens. "They think we're gone," she said quietly. "They think they won." "Yes," said the gray-haired man, the one who had spoken in the bunkers during the attack. "But they don't know us." Far above Earth, the Council assumed victory was complete. No signals, no broadcasts, no distress calls. The planet had fallen. The galaxy slept easier. But hidden in the void of space, human ships began to stir. They were small, stealthy, and fast, built to evade detection. Their engines hummed silently as they slipped through dark corridors of space, away from prying eyes. Each ship carried trained crews, weapons designed with precision and a single purpose: survival. Humanity would not strike yet, not while the galaxy slept. They would wait, plan, and learn. Back on Earth, citizens in underground cities shared quiet moments of hope. Children peeked from hidden observation windows at the damaged sky. Mothers whispered prayers the stars the Council believed had already witnessed humanity's end. The survivors understood one truth clearly: humanity was not defeated. Humanity had adapted. Atlas ran simulations of the Council's fleets, analyzing their strengths, weaknesses, and routines. Estimated detection probability for human fleet operations, 0.02%, Atlas said. Projected retaliation time, unknown. Good, the general said. Let them wait. Let them panic in silence. We'll choose the time, the place, and the reason. Meanwhile, the galaxy began to notice something strange. Signals, faint and scattered, hinted at life still on Earth. Some alien spies intercepted minor communications, encrypted, mysterious, but they dismissed them. The Council remained confident. The gray-haired leader studied the humans in the bunker. He spoke slowly, each word deliberate. They believe we're dead. That is their first mistake. They think silence is absence. They are wrong. Silence is patience. Silence is power. He paused, looking at the maps of space projected above the chamber. And when we speak, they will listen. Not because we beg, not because we plead, but because we will make them see the truth. Above ground, the ruins of cities lay quiet under the broken sky. Smoke drifted into the atmosphere. For anyone watching from space, it looked like the end. For those who knew, it was only the beginning. And somewhere in the dark corners of the Council's command, doubt began to creep in. Could they really have destroyed humanity so easily? No one had expected humans to survive. Not like this. Not with coordination, intelligence, and patience. For now, Earth did not speak. It watched. It healed. It waited. Because in silence, humans were stronger than any weapon. And the first act of revenge had not yet begun. Far across the galaxy, in the glittering Council chamber, unease stirred like a dark wind. Delegates whispered behind holographic screens, eyes darting to one another. For weeks, they had celebrated Earth's destruction. Victory had tasted sweet. Now, doubt began to creep in. A report flashed on the main display. Intercepted signals. Tiny, almost invisible. Human technology. Not debris. Not random noise. Alive. Active. The young delegate from the Zyron system frowned. "Sir, Earth is not destroyed." A hush fell across the chamber. The speaker's voice, sharp and commanding, broke it. "That is impossible. The strike was total. There should be no life left." Another screen activated. A captured alien scout ship, drifting near Earth, transmitted images. Crumbling cities, yes, but deep underground, lights glowed. Humans moved in coordination. Military formations, defensive structures, small fleets slipping into space. The speaker's eyes narrowed. They survived? How? No one had the answer. The lie that Earth had fallen was unraveling, and with it, the Council's certainty. In the hidden bunkers beneath the planet, Atlas observed the alien spy ship entering Earth's orbit. Humans had anticipated its arrival. They watched silently, studying the vessel, learning its weaknesses. A female officer spoke quietly to the general. "They're watching us, trying to prove we're weak." "We will give them a lesson instead," the general replied. The humans did not strike. Not yet. They knew the Council would panic first. They allowed the scout ship to report back, to fuel the Council's fear and confusion. Patience was their weapon. Back in the chamber, tension thickened. Council members argued. Some called for immediate retaliation. Some suggested negotiation. The speaker silenced them all. "No, we cannot admit our failure. The humans must be punished immediately." That decision marked the Council's first mistake. Humans, hidden in the darkness of space, monitored every Council transmission. They learned how the enemy thought, how they moved, and most importantly, their fear of a species they had underestimated. The gray-haired leader of Earth's hidden command spoke to his officers. "They see us as small, weak, fragile. Let them continue to believe it. Let them make the mistakes for us." Atlas projected the Council's military formations across human screens. Ships, fleets, weapons, countless numbers ready to strike. Calculations ran fast. Probability of success, slim. Probability of chaos among the Council, high. The young general clenched her fists. Every strike they plan will be ready. Every lie they tell will remember. And when the time comes, they will understand what humans truly are, the gray-haired man finished. Meanwhile, some neutral alien races began to whisper among themselves. They had watched her survive. Some secretly admired the humans' resilience. Others feared it. If one species could survive a Council strike, what did that mean for the galaxy? Back on Earth, the humans repaired, regrouped, and prepared. Their weapons were not for conquest, only for justice. Their message to the galaxy would be clear: attack humanity, and humanity remembers. And so, the first Council mistake had been made. They underestimated humans. Not once, not twice, but always. And patience, as humans knew well, was not weakness. It was power. The galaxy had thought Earth was dead. They had never been more wrong. The galaxy slept under a false peace. Council delegates believed Earth was dead. Alien civilizations whispered of a human's end. Victory banners flew across distant worlds. But Earth was awake, deep underground, in vast bunkers shielded by kilometers of rock. Humans prepared their first message. It was not a warning, not a plea. It was a statement, a declaration that would shake the stars. The gray-haired leader stood before a holographic map of the galaxy. His eyes scanned fleets, star systems, and Council strongholds. "They think silence is weakness," he said. "It is not. It is patience. They have forgotten one rule. Humans remember." Atlas, the AI, processed millions of calculations. Optimal target for first communication. Council military base in Epsilon Prime. Probability of interception, 0.01%. A young officer's voice broke the tense silence. "Sir, should we send a warning to avoid civilian casualties?" The leader smiled faintly. "We are not monsters. Only the guilty will face judgment. Humans strike with justice, not hate." In orbit above Epsilon Prime, a fleet of human ships emerged from the shadows of uncharted space. Their engines hummed silently. Sensors scanned the Council base, its defenses unaware. Then, without hesitation, human energy weapons fired. Massive Council warships erupted in brilliant explosions. Shields melted. Weapons were destroyed. Communications jammed. Within minutes, the base was crippled. The galaxy gasped. For the first time, humans spoke. Their message was clear and simple. "You attacked first. We remember. The transmission echoed across council channels, reaching every delegate. The calm, controlled voice of the gray-haired leader rang through the halls of power. "We are not your enemies by choice," he said. "We are your enemies by action. You struck without warning, without reason. We will respond accordingly." Panic spread. Delegates turned to one another, disbelief in their eyes. Their calculations had never predicted this. Their weapons had never faced such precision. Their lies had never been met with such clarity. Some alien races began to whisper among themselves, secretly cheering. The humans' morality, their honor in not harming civilians, gained silent respect. The speaker's face turned red with rage. How could they survive? How could they strike so precisely? Another delegate stammered. They planned this from the start. They never panicked. They never begged. They were waiting. The humans were not just surviving. They were learning, adapting, and striking with controlled power. Every council fleet movement, every strategic weakness, had been observed. On Earth, underground bunkers hummed with activity. Citizens watched the live reports of their fleet's success. Children and elders alike understood the gravity. Yet there was no fear, only determination. The gray-haired leader addressed his people. They believed they could destroy us. They were wrong. They believed silence meant submission. They were wrong. They believed humans would forget. They will learn. Humanity remembers. And in the council chamber, as human transmissions continued to echo across the galaxy, fear took root. The delegates realized their greatest mistake. They had underestimated a species they did not understand. Humans were not weak. Humans were not fragile. Humans were relentless. And the first act of justice had only just begun. The galaxy had celebrated Earth's destruction. Now it learned a terrifying truth. Humans were alive, and stronger than anyone imagined. Across council systems, intercepted communications revealed what no one had dared to admit. Earth had survived. Humans had fought back, and they were not done. The Speaker of the Council slammed his clawed hand onto the table. "This cannot be. Our strike was total." A younger delegate, shaking, spoke. "Sir, reports from Epsilon Prime, they have captured our soldiers." Humans are precise, merciful, yet deadly." The chamber fell silent. Screens flickered with images from the battle. Council ships destroyed, soldiers unharmed but detained, advanced human fleets moving unseen through space. Some alien races began to question the Council. They had trusted its word, followed its orders, and now realized the truth had been hidden. Meanwhile, on Earth, humans studied captured Council ships and prisoners. They examined technology, not for conquest, but for understanding. They wanted knowledge, strategy, and preparation. The gray-haired leader addressed his team. "They lied. They attacked first. They wanted to erase us. Now, the galaxy will see who humans really are. But we act with honor, not revenge, not hate, justice." Atlas projected the Council's internal files. Lies were everywhere. Falsified attack reports, hidden evidence, propaganda about Earth's supposed instability. They planned to destroy us without reason. Atlas said calmly. Entire fleets ready. Civilizations unaware. Deception maintained for decades. The general nodded. They must see it. The galaxy must see it. Truth is a weapon more powerful than any cannon. Human fleets moved silently, delivering captured data to neutral alien races. The leaks were careful, controlled, undeniable. Evidence of the Council's lies spread across systems. The Council scrambled. Panic replaced confidence. Delegates argued, accused each other, and tried to cover tracks, but the truth was unstoppable. One alien senator, observing humans for the first time, whispered to her colleague, They are not just survivors. They are protectors. They remember every injustice. On Earth, citizens watched the galaxy react. Some feared retaliation. Some feared war. But most understood a higher truth. Humans had survived not by chance, but by wisdom, preparation, and unity. The Council, realizing its credibility was crumbling, ordered a genocide-level attack on Earth. Massive fleets, countless weapons fully armed. They believed that sheer force could finally end humanity. The gray-haired leader smiled faintly. "Let them come," he said. "They will learn humans do not beg. Humans do not fear. Humans remember." For the first time, the galaxy understood that Earth had not just survived, it had evolved, hidden its power, and prepared its voice. And when humans spoke or acted, the universe listened. The lie that had started a war had become the truth that would end the Council. The galaxy waited, trembling. Council fleets gathered, weapons primed, ready to crush Earth once and for all. Millions of ships lined the void, a wall of metal and fire, confident that this time humanity would fall. They were wrong. Deep beneath the Earth, in command bunkers carved into bedrock older than most stars, humans prepared. Atlas ran simulations at lightning speed, calculating fleet movements, energy outputs, and weak points in enemy lines. The gray-haired leader stood before the projection of the Council's armada. His face was calm, unshaken. They believe size is strength. They believe fear is power. They are wrong. A young general nodded. Our first strike will be precise. No civilian world harmed. Only those who sought our destruction. Above Earth, human fleets emerged from hidden jump points, unseen until the last moment. Ships of all sizes, sleek fighters, massive carriers, stealth bombardment vessels, cut through the darkness like knives. Their engines left no trails. Their sensors were silent. Council commanders stared at their displays in disbelief. Where were they coming from? One demanded. "They shouldn't exist," another shouted. The first human strike hit with brutal efficiency. Council warships exploded in sequences of controlled detonations. Weapon systems overloaded. Shields collapsed. Entire fleets vanished in seconds. But humans did not celebrate. They moved with discipline, targeting only military forces, sparing civilians. Precision and restraint marked every action. Atlas analyzed the results. Probability of complete neutralization, 87%. Probability of collateral damage, 0.3%. The gray-haired leader's eyes glinted. "Show them what humans are," he said softly. "Not monsters, but protectors. And when we strike, the galaxy will remember." Every Council stronghold was attacked in sequence. Human ships struck simultaneously across vast distances, as if Earth itself had extended its will into space. Fleets that had considered themselves invincible now shattered like glass under the human strategic brilliance. Some alien observers began to whisper in awe. Humans were not only surviving, they were teaching the galaxy a lesson in intelligence, honor, and restraint. The Speaker of the Council, watching his strongest armada burn, could barely speak. How are they doing this?" One delegate muttered. They're not just soldiers. They are humanity, and they never forget. Back on Earth, citizens watched holographic displays of the battle. There was pride, yes, but no arrogance. Humanity had survived countless attacks, and now it was proving that survival meant responsibility, strength, and justice. Atlas's voice cut through the tense silence. All Council command centers are within operational range. Humans can choose total victory or controlled justice. The gray-haired leader looked at the young general. "Control, always control. Our power is measured by our restraint, not our destruction." In minutes, the last Council fleets fell. The galaxy had witnessed something new. Humans were unstoppable, not through sheer force, but through unity, intelligence, and honor. And the first lesson had been delivered. Never underestimate humanity. Never lie to humanity. Never forget humanity. The galaxy was reeling, and Earth, silent but unbroken, had unleashed a force it had held in reserve for centuries. The final battle for truth and justice was only beginning. The Council was finished. Its fleets lay in ruins, its leaders trapped, its lies exposed. Across the galaxy, civilizations watched in awe and fear. Humans had proven their strength, not just in weapons, but in wisdom, patience, and honor. Deep within Earth's command bunkers, the gray-haired leader addressed his team. They believed lies could destroy us. They were wrong. They believed silence meant weakness. They were wrong. They believed humans would forget. They were wrong. Atlas projected the Council leaders, restrained but alive on a giant screen. Every delegate, every speaker, every secret manipulator was accounted for. Justice will be served, the leader said. Not vengeance, not hatred, truth. The humans transported the council leaders to a neutral world. There, in a secure chamber, the galaxy would witness what humans had endured and what they had become. The chamber was filled with alien delegates. Some feared humans. Some admired them. All were silent. The gray-haired leader stepped forward. Galactic Council, he said. You struck first. You lied. You attempted to erase a species without cause. Now the truth is known. He revealed the Council's hidden files, falsified reports, secret weapon programs, propaganda against Earth. Every lie laid bare. The galaxy gasped. Humans do not rule through fear, he continued. We do not conquer to dominate. We protect, we remember, and we ensure balance. The neutral delegates nodded. Some whispered approval. The council leaders hung their heads in shame. The humans offered them a choice, resign and reform or face exile. The council, broken and exposed, had no power left. Let this be a lesson, the gray-haired leader concluded. To all civilizations, to all species, honesty, integrity, and respect for life are more powerful than fleets, weapons, or lies. We are not your enemies by choice. We are your enemies by action. And the galaxy will remember that humans always remember. Outside the chamber, the stars seemed to shine brighter. News of Earth's victory spread, not as conquest, but as a symbol. Humanity had survived, and in surviving, had taught the galaxy humility, honor, and justice. Back on Earth, children looked up at the sky. Survivors rebuilt cities and lives. Humanity had endured, not through fear, not through hatred, but through unity, courage, and resilience. The gray-haired leader watched from the command center, the faint hum of Atlas filling the room. They will never lie about humans again, he said quietly. They will never forget humans again. And so, the galaxy learned its final lesson. Never underestimate humanity. Never attack humanity without cause. And never, ever lie to humanity. Because they always remember. The stars held their silence for a moment, as if acknowledging the truth. Humanity had not only survived, it had risen. And the galaxy would never be the same again. The galaxy was quiet, too quiet. Earth had rebuilt. Humanity had emerged as a legend, strong, united, and respected. Civilizations whispered their name in awe. Children on distant worlds learned of Earth's courage. But deep in the uncharted void, something stirred. Ships of unknown design slipped silently through darkness. They carried no flag. They answered no council. Their intent was unknown. Atlas detected anomalies in multiple star systems. Energy signatures unlike any human or known alien technology. The gray-haired leader studied the readings carefully. They are watching, he said. They are waiting. The young general frowned. Are they a threat? Perhaps, he replied. Or perhaps the galaxy is about to learn that humans are only beginning to show what they can do. From Earth's orbit, the hidden fleets moved into position, not to attack, but to observe. Humanity had survived lies, strikes, and betrayal. They had learned that power was more than weapons. But now, they understood something else. Vigilance must never end. And somewhere beyond the stars, in shadows too deep for even council eyes to reach, new forces stirred, waiting, learning, and perhaps plotting the galaxy's next great challenge. The gray-haired leader's voice echoed through Earth's command bunkers. Let them come, he said quietly. For humanity remembers. Humanity waits. And when the time comes, the galaxy will see that Earth is only the beginning. The story of humans had ended one war. But another adventure was just beginning.